So it's Saturday and we have already managed to do a few things, which include moving railway sleepers that were on the loan to the front of the house, selling a few of those, and digging some more earth, as you can see. Also hoovering the water, we did that again.
Took some measurement. We filled the back of the fence. We filled the bottom of the concrete post. And that's it.
And that's it. So now we will continue digging to make the half circle, and then we will clear out all the earth, and then we'll think about it. It's Nike.
Nike, good. Maybe we can like say it's Nike and then we'll give some money. Would not we have the arc or not, and how much more?
Well, we can make the arc, we just need to decide.
We just need to do what? Side?
Yeah, decide.
Yeah.
So like we can mark the arc on the shallow part and then adjust this one. I would stick to the design, but I don't think there is enough space for the earth anymore. There is a hole of this and a hole of that, and the stuff around here.
This is the plan for our wall. We didn't stick exactly to what the original SketchUp design was.
That was a draft, like I said.
That was a draft, yeah, sure. So it's actually here is a bit closer. The design originally had 170, so 270, and we made it 130.
Yeah, and 270 is basically to where we dug. So rather than digging for blocks and drainage, we just added them on top of 270.
And the reason we did that is because we're piling up so much earth that we don't know where to put it anymore. And when we're happy with the curve as well. We think that's plenty, and it gives us actually a lot of space here.
Yeah,
much more than we had before. And when we're inside and we look outside, we can already see this, and it looks good. So you can see there's some strings. Those are like the center point, and then you've got one edge here, and then one all the way over there. And we're gonna have the drainage. This could be like more in detail tomorrow, but it's gonna come from here and go over there and then run all the way around at the back of the wall. And we're also gonna have some drainage along here to try and get rid of all the standing water, so that we don't get standing water on our slabs, and that we can use some cleaning with some water.
That's one dried out.
Yeah.
So initially we were meant to use 10 blocks because it was meant to go further out, and now we think we're going to use about 9 blocks.
It's 8 actually.
Is it?
Yep, that's the 9th one, and there's one inside.
Then we're really compromised. Okay, so this is pretty much how it looks from the top. It's pretty nice arc, to be honest. We put some sticks at the front and the back of each block, because when we take them out, we don't want to need to do it from the beginning, basically. So, and our top garden looks like that at the moment. So I don't know if I already said it last time or not, but basically on Tuesday evening I've cleared out the compost. The rest of it is now here in this huge bag that I will be never able to lift. And there is nothing here anymore, and obviously this was more or less flat, but you ran out of space. We had the railway slippers here. We sold some of them, and the rest is at the front. We obviously still have railway slippers here, but even with this we don't have space anymore. So this is how it looks. This is our pile, and this is flattish area. We're only really going to flat it out once we have this wall. Once we have a wall that would be holding our loan, we won't try to flat it before that, because I don't think there is any point in doing this. Today was very nice actually, but also subsequently very, very cold. So we're going to pack up for now, and tomorrow hopefully we can set up that drainage and get rid of the pond. So it's Sunday, it's sunny, it's cold, and I am going to do some hoovering now. Okay, so all I was doing now is dig for access to this opening in this pipe, because there is actually three. Well, there are three. I don't know what's visible. There's one going to the house, two going to both edges of the house, and a third one which is blocked. So Guillaume has figured out that perhaps we can plug it to the third one. Well, we can plug our garden drainage to the third one, and this is what we will try to do today and see how it goes. Because to be honest, our work is becoming very inefficient, having to hoover for a good 30 minutes in the morning water. It's ultimately annoying. So, okay, I didn't expect that. There's like a hole going there. Okay, probably leave that for Guillaume to investigate. Just making a hole while he's cleaning the hoover. New tool seems effective. Can I have it now then?
Enjoy.
Oh, thank you very much. So I will be doing the barbecue area, perhaps, maybe.
Came out as well.
What came out? What's this?
The one's next to it.
Okay. Well, anyways. I think I need glasses.
That would probably be a good idea.
Because it all splatters in my eye. So I'm getting myself some glasses because I get lots of stuff coming towards my eyes. Setting up his drainage system.
So this is roughly where the drainage system is gonna go, in the trenches, and now we need to make sure that it's level and has a little bit of a slope so that the water actually goes into the drain.
I will continue undoing the barbecue. I did a bit from the bottom. I don't think camera was recording at all. We've also find out, as you can tell, this is what we've seen and this was what was covered. So we find out that those bricks here are laid loosely without any cement in between them. So what I am thinking is that if I get rid of this part here, this whole wall might actually collapse. Not said that it will. So we'll have to think what to do about that one, because initially we thought there was some cement in between. It was just very untidy and ugly, but now we know there isn't any.
So we're trying to install the drainage system, and we are going to connect here to this junction where we already have the drainage from the roof gutters coming down, and there was already a third opening here with a little cap, so we removed the cap, and then there was some leftover sewage pipe or soil pipe, so cut that to length, and essentially that's gonna go over here, and then we've got a splitter, don't know what it's called, and we're gonna put this here, and so part of the drain is gonna go up like that and then continue along that, and this is gonna run, if you see, if this is gonna go run parallel to the house along the last line of the slabs that we're gonna put, and then here in this direction here is gonna go towards the wall, and then at that point is then gonna go behind the retaining wall all the way around like that, and then eventually it will go through that way onto the next retaining wall. So what we are doing now is leveling everything. You can see we've got some water here, so ideally we'd like the ground to be level and slightly sloped, so at the moment it is slightly sloped the wrong way because the water is staying there instead of flowing down into here. And we'll put some fabric and gravel and then lay the pipe.
It's a bit risky because somebody who knows how to do it will laugh.
Well, then you can tell us that we did it wrong, and next time we will do it better.
Ah, next time. There will be no next time.
Well, then he will just laugh.
Okay. Inside?
Yep.
Smells to my liking.
Okay.
Okay. Guillaume just connected the flexi pipe with the actual connector. Now it looks something like that. So I think we're just going to add more gravel now, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's very cold at the moment and we're both freezing and we're working with water, which is not helping because water is freezing as well. Our assumption for our newly set up drainage is that the landscaping fabric for the moment is not really letting the water through. Unless you really rub the water against it, then it's letting it through. And we have the fabric outside and we've also have like 2 layers of the fabric around our drainage pipe. So if the fabric lets the water through, it's going to take a while because it literally has to go through three layers of this fabric. And we are a bit reluctant to start covering everything up and pretend like it's working, because if it's not working then we'll have to undo it and then it's a problem. We purposely spilled a bucket of water in, and we've also made a small trench because we know that the water is coming from the hill. So we had already a puddle here, but it was like closed up. So now we'll sort of open it to our drain. So we're going to leave it overnight and probably for the next 5 days, obviously. And see if the water is still standing there. If the still water is standing there and building up, then obviously our drainage is not working. And then we'll have to think what to do about it. If it is working, then we will level things up and do the rest, I guess. Right?
Mm-hmm.